All right, well, we have two teams. Both these teams are fighting to stay in the playoffs. Both teams are trying to make a statement. One is trying to show that they are actually a good team and they're worth winning their division. And we have another team that is trailing and trying to catch that last wild card spot. We have the Dolphins versus the Houston Texans. Texans being favored by 3 points and the over-under being 46.5. Dolphins coming off a win against the Jets, and they have won 4 out of their last 5 games. Since Tua has come back, the Dolphins look a lot better. You know, they had the most terrible backup quarterbacks I've seen in a long time. I don't know what the Dolphins were thinking. Hey, Dolphins fan, in the offseason, since you have a quarterback who is subject to get bad concussions, why don't you invest in a backup quarterback, an actual good one? You know, go pick up Joe Flacco if he's a free agent, somebody, because you guys need a good backup quarterback, or draft one for God's sake. Since coming back, he has a completion ratio of 73%, and the Dolphins still have an outside shot to make the playoffs, so they have something to fight for. Like I said, they have great weapons. You know, we don't have to repeat them, but we will. A-Chain, Tyreek Hill, Waddle, and Smith, who's turned out to be a really great tight end for them. So they have a good offense. The Dolphins are 1-5 against the spread against the AFC South, so keep that in mind because the Texans are in the AFC South. The Texans are coming off a bye, but before that, they beat the Jaguars. Texans need a win, and they need a Colts loss to win the division, so they're on the cusp of winning the AFC South. And the Texans will be without their starting linebacker, the guy who hit Lawrence, knocked him out cold with that dirty hit. I mean, it's dirty is debatable because Trevor Lawrence was sliding, and what are you gonna do when you're a defender when you're going that quick? And their starting corner, he's actually their starting safety, but he plays the nickel, he plays the slot. He's out for this game, so keep an eye out for that. The Texans have won 5 straight against the Dolphins at home, so that's something to know about. And this is a tough matchup. Both teams, they're good. They both have good quarterbacks. Both teams have weapons and they have solid defenses. The Texans can actually get after the quarterback. They're in the top 5 in sacking the quarterback. The Dolphins, they're not so great at getting after the quarterback, but their secondary is good at defending the pass. So keep that in mind. So the Texans have a bad offensive line, but if you can't get to C.J. Stroud, what does it matter? So I think this game is going to be a shootout. I truly do. Both teams are trying to fight for the playoffs. The Dolphins are crawling and pulling, and they're not going to go without a fight because they're trying to get that last wild card spot. And the Houston Texans are going to try to win this division this week. So I think it's going to be over the number. So I think my best bet is going to be over 46.5. I think that's the best bet. If I had to choose a winner, it'd be Miami plus the 3. But I can see this game being 27-20, 24-27 kind of game because both these teams need this win. But give me the over 46.5 as my best bet.